Welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 3 Play the World. Alright. So we've got this guy exploring. I think he's the last guy exploring because our other guy got killed, but so far it's going pretty well. That guy's a nuisance, but we'll take care of him later. We have one of our workers that we queued up in our last episode is ready. Build a settler. Now I could build the oracle here, but I don't want to. I would rather build another settler because I don't have a good feeling about the size of the Celts up above, and they're probably going to be a big problem to us. So have a settler there, and I don't know if you can see, but on the bottom right over there is territory of another player encroaching on ours, and we want to settle right up to it so as to not allow them any more territory in that direction. Now another worker's done. I'm going to just let the temple be built there. Alright. Things are moving along. Have another archer built. Have myself a worker. It's about 3 workers in only the first minute and a half of this video. Pretty impressive. Now I want to bring that archer over to that city. Actually, I don't. I want to bring it over there to explore some more. Explore manually for a bit. I decide that I want to build another archer because if one of these civilizations wants to make a war with me, I don't exactly have a very strong army right now, so I need to improve that. Now, as you can see, I'm right up against the territory of the opponent, and I want best possible city placement. Exact city placement is very important, and you see their settler right there? Well, we're going to grab that spot first, and they're going to have to find somewhere else to settle. Alright, here we go. Form our city, and boom. There we go. I'm actually going to build a temple first before a worker because culture actually has a lot to do with the boundaries. Because if there is a space that is equally perched between 2 civilizations, but yours has a higher culture, you will get that spot. So it's important to set that up early. Okay, now fill in the gap I left before we start spreading outward again. You can see there's a Celtic soldier up there. I'm pretty sure he's just exploring though, not too much to worry about. Now, these guys are getting, the guys in the green who are the Japanese are getting very close to us. So, we want to surround them to kind of cut them off from more land. Because in this point in the game, you pretty much just build settlers as much as you can. Of course, I do want to build a lot of workers because it's going to leave us a real disadvantage later if we don't. Oh, the Mongols want to talk to us. Let's see what they have to say. They want to share a territory map with us. Now, do you notice how much more technology they have than us? Yeah, that's a major problem, but we're going to have to work on that. Now, I built some city walls here, and I'm going to build a galley, the lowest class of ship, and at least I'll be able to explore at sea. Now, this Mongol city has built the oracle. It's the first wonder of the world to be built. Now, what it does is it doubles the effects of the temples, which makes more people happy. It also gives you a lot of culture. I'm looking it up on the Civilopedia, which, as I said before, is actually a very helpful tool. Now we're moseying on over to our spot. Oh, see? Yet another expansion of culture. Eventually we're going to have some pretty big lines going out to sea. Oh, you see that Mongol city up there? They're trying to hem us in, too. What a lot of this is people trying to hem each other in. It's kind of it's pretty cutthroat. Even when there's no war, it's pretty intense competition. So we'll form our next city there, and we'll build a barracks there instead of a temple. We'll build a temple later probably, but barracks now. And you can see they're setting the city. Oh, we now have contact with the Chinese. They want to trade us some technology. But we're only one turn from philosophy. I don't exactly want to just let them have a whole tech for that. But I managed to work on a deal where I can learn the world map. So I know a lot more about the world, and the Forbidden Palace, that's something that will actually lower corruption in distant cities. They want to build it as soon as you have 8, but I'm not going to do that until later. But as you can see, I'm kind of hemmed in on the south and the east. So right now I kind of talk to these other countries. The Germans, we know where they are. They're pretty far away from us, but that doesn't mean that they're not a threat. Eventually we're going to have to get into fights, and I see that their culture is, their technology is by and large far more advanced, nearly all of them. That gets me pretty worried. And now I can scroll over the civilizations. They don't look that imposing right now, but they're fast growing, and a lot of them are bigger than me, which definitely will create a problem. There's no ifs and or but about that. How big of a problem is the question. Hopefully I will be able to expand into some of this territory that you see here and counteract their growth. For the time being, I'm going to found a city here, right on the edge of Japanese territory, build a temple for the same reason as before. As you can see, my road network is slowly growing, and I see the Celts. Oh, the Japanese have just demanded some golden territory from us. I'm debating whether I want to defy them or just be a coward, and I decide to be a coward. There's not really much to gain from saying no, especially since we only have 3 archers right now. We can't really have much of a war. But as I see, that city's now a border city, so I want to build a barracks there because who knows, I might be conducting war from there sooner or later, whether I start the war or someone else. As you can see, we're 4th in land area and 5th in population. But we are 2nd on the big chart here. Not that there's that much of a difference right now, but it's going to become important later on. And, well, that's it for this episode. I hope you'll rejoin us on episode 6.